Good afternoon. It is Sunday, the 10th of November, 2024. The time is now 5 minutes past 2. Welcome to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I am player of games. But it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is Racing in Multiple Series, Part 6 in Real Racing 3. So let's share the iPad screen. Oh, there we go. Have some volume. Okay, so far so good. So I've completed some of the series and taken another one of the series, or two of the other series, as far as I can take it. So I've only got 2 exclusive series to do today, but I'll also do a bit of weekly time trials and multiplayer online gaming as well. So without hanging around, let's get racing. So into the road collection, into the exclusive series, which is at 39% at the moment. And the first on the list is the Morgan 6, the Morgan Plus 6, currently at 91%. I'm going to do the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. I think I'm only going to get 2. Well, I think, in fact, you know what? I'm going to reverse that. Let's have a look at what we got. So we've got 5 laps there. Dubai Autodrome 4 laps. Indy Motor Speedway 5 laps. I'm going to do this because I've got a free engineer. So hopefully if I win, I can still then do 2 more races. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's get on. Okie dokie. Race. Now, this track I do kind of like. It is a track that you can overtake on. So let's see if I can get into the flow straight away with this car, or whether or not I'm going to have a few problems. I am actually going to go again round the outside, which I don't normally do on this track. But up to this point, that strategy has served me very well. No, it hasn't. That's why I would go down the inside. Ugh. So not the best of starts there. So that's why I always did the inside. Okay, but I am up to, well, in fairness, 8th. Oh, don't lose it. Still in 8th. See if we can move up to 7th. So that's not the best of starts, but it's also not the worst of starts. So I'm up to 7th now. I'm still struggling a little bit with the car. I'm up to 6th. So 5 laps after this, and 4 laps after this, and 5 cars to overtake. And I can see all the cars that are ahead of me. So there's a good opportunity here to win. I could do, though, obviously, with overtaking 2 cars at the very least on this lap. I think I'm going to get one just here. There we go. Can I get another one? I am closing in. There we go. Slingshot around him. There we go. On the inside. So moving forward, it's 1 car per lap to overtake to get first. It means I can just focus on closing the gap to the next car. I think I might have even done better than that. Indeed, I have. I'm in third. 3 laps after this, 2 cars to overtake. So I'm not going to earn any additional gold today, I suspect. But I will put myself in a position for the remaining 2 parts to complete the remaining 2 series. So I'm in second. I've got 2 laps after this and 1 car to overtake. So it is looking good, even though my driving isn't brilliant with this car today. I was definitely in the zone yesterday with this car, but I don't feel like I am at this moment in time. Yeah, just not quite there yet. But good enough to be right on the tail of first. Maybe even get him on the inside. There we go. We've got first. Wow. Because that hasn't been the best driving. Yesterday was so much a better day for this car, or driving this car. But it's good enough. 2 laps to go. I'm in first. So it's going to be a case of either A, don't make any mistakes, or if you do make some mistakes, just make sure they're minimal and don't result in a loss of place. I'm remaining about 30 to 40 yards ahead of second, so I'm not really pulling away at this moment in time. But that's good enough in terms of keeping first. Almost lost it there, on the edge. I am now 100 yards ahead of second, so it's looking good. It's looking good for the victory. There we go, 200 yards ahead, 1 lap to go. Just focus. Don't lose the car in these corners. There we go. Still 100 yards ahead. I will start pulling away, I think. But whether you win by 1 yard or 1,000, winning means you come first no matter what. So I'm not bothered the fact I'm not pulling away. I am maintaining the first position. There we go. First. 1 race in, and it's a first. Unfortunately, not much on the fame, but sometimes there's not a lot you can do about that. Okay. Engineer came to use there. So that was a big race in terms of laps. It was 5 laps. I'm now going to go back and do the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. Now, I reckon if I do this with being 4 laps, I'll still have some durability left and I'll be able to do another race. And again, I'll do another big race. So that will put this exclusive series on the edge of being completed. And I think it will be on Wednesday, the opportunity to complete the exclusive series. And the reason for that is that there is indeed an event tomorrow. But more about that later. Second race, again, this time on the outside, out of the way of any trouble, up into 15th. I reckon I can get close to being in 13th before they get to that corner. And hopefully I won't be taken out. There we go. Nicely done. Up into 10th. Let's get 9th. I reckon I can slingshot by quite a few of these. Well, a couple at least. I'm up into 6th. Maybe 5th. Probably a heavy braking corner coming up. I'm still going to have a go at the inside. There we go. Almost lost it, but I didn't. I'm still in the hunt. Oh, and there we go. And there it is. My normal, unreliable capability of driving this car returns. And I'm going to do it again. And there we go. So this is going to be hard work because now I'm in 9th. It's not over. I reckon I can still win this. Just got to brake a little bit heavier into some of those corners. So I'm up into 8th. I'm not going to cheat, per se. I'm going to do this as best I can on the track. Oh, come on. Wow. I am not in the zone today with this car. So I've got 3 laps after this and 7 cars to overtake. It is touch and go, especially if I drive like I did on that first lap. Frankly, my driving was shocking on that lap. But let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make amends. There we go. Back up to 6. 5 cars to overtake 2 laps after this lap. There we go. Now, so I'm always good at this first half of the lap. It's the second half. I say always good, based on the first lap. So I've really got to start braking hard. Maybe even just maintain my position and not focus on overtake, but focus on closing up. Should have done that on the first lap, but never mind. I am closing, so there's an outside chance of a victory here, but it is an outside chance. And you see, there we go. Oh, brought it back in though, but I just struggle on the second part of this lap with this car. Now I could cheat and just go across the field there, but I don't want to do that. I am back up against them. I've got 2 laps and 3 cars. So this first part of the lap is critical. I need to ideally overtake 2 cars. But we'll see. I'm definitely catching. I'm going to be right on this guy's tail as soon as we come out of this. There you go. Look at that. I'll get him on the corner. There we go. 3rd. So still got an outside chance of winning this race. I've just got to maintain really in the second half of the lap because I'm struggling with grip. I'm seriously tempted about having a go at this guy. There we go. There we go. Hold it. So I've got a real good chance. I just need to hold. I don't need to rush. I've seen that even if I'm slower in the second part of the lap, in the first part of the lap, I'm so much quicker. So there we go. 2nd. 1 lap to go after this. Just don't lose it. Again, another aspect of Real Racing 3, the game gets really well. The fact that all of these cars react differently to different tracks and, basically drive so very differently. I do like it. I do like that because it does mean there's an element of skill involved in terms of just overcoming the driving capabilities of each car. But it is hard. Right on the tail. Okay. So let's get a little bit of slipstream out of this guy. I'm going to get him on this corner. There we go. So I'm in 1st. I can pull away in this first half of the lap and then I just maintain in the second. I think that's the key. So what looked to be a potential disaster after lap 1, there's a real possibility of being a victory now. I'm 100 yards ahead. Still 100 yards ahead. Coming up to the second part of the lap where I need to just be a little bit more careful. So there we go. Still in the lead. Just got to focus on driving carefully rather than with great pace. There we go. Careful. There we go. Pulling away. Fastest part of the track, potentially. Just got to watch this corner here and not slide off. There we go. Still 100 yards ahead. Should take the victory here. There we go. That's another victory. That's another first. That was hard work. I did struggle with that track, specifically because of the car. First part of the lap, really good. Second part of the lap, struggled. But that's another first. And you can see that there's going to be plenty of durability left to do a 3rd race today with this car. And that will take it to 95%. So I've got 3 races left. That's going to be a bit of a struggle. I'm going to do the motorcycle course because I think that's going to be the hardest. Plus, it's the longest as well. So let's give it a go. See what happens. I see me struggling on this track with this car, but we'll see. I'm still last. No, I'm not. Oh, see, that I figured might be a place where I slide off, but I've done all right. Up into 10th, that's not too bad. I've got 5 laps, but this first lap is the key to, I think, getting as far up the, if you like, the leaderboard as possible. Because they will start to spread out, I reckon, after lap 1. So 6. Potentially getting 4th, I think, by the end of this lap. But even if I get 5th, that's 1 car a lap, so that's still achievable. So as long as I get this guy, there we go. There we go. Perfect. But I'm going to get this guy as well, I reckon. There we go. Up into 4th. Yes. So 4 laps to go. 3 cars to overtake. I'm only just 4th. This guy is holding on to me in 5th. So if I can just get another guy before the next. Don't lose it. Close. I can't afford to lose a lap without overtaking somebody. But I am starting to struggle. There we go. I am right on this guy's tail. I reckon I can get him at that little chicane. Messed up a bit on that straight though. So maybe not. Then again. Okay, so this is going to be tough. This is really hard. So I am in 3rd, and I have got 2 cars to overtake with 3 laps to go, but it's proving quite a difficult and challenging course, specifically with this car. But if I can do this, use the same strategy that I used to get 3rd there, to get 2nd and then 1st, that'll be all right. But I'm just struggling. Okay, round the corner, try not to skid, close enough to 2nd. I need to probably get 2nd on this lap to have a good chance to have 2 laps available to have a go at 1st. There we go. I am close enough again to be making a difference, to be doing an overtake. There we go. It is touch and go, but I reckon I can get this guy again. There you go. And that's really buggered me up. There we go. There we go. So not going to win this one. A little bit of effort needed, I think. And that's all it takes not to be victorious. So even though I've got 2 laps, there's no way I'm getting first. Not a chance. Not to worry. Oh well, never mind. It's there for another day. But I'm not going to get first. Unless they catch back markers up, which I doubt. See, there again. No. Lost it quite a few times now, and this guy's going to knock me over if I'm not careful. I just got that chicane wrong. That's where I lost it. Alexander in the chat says hi. Welcome along, Alexander. Thank you very much for joining. Good to have you here. Yeah, so that cost me that skid there. Dropped all the way from 2nd to 5th, and I'm going to end up finishing, I think, no more than 5th. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Still focus on finishing the race. Take the 5th position, and then look to improve another day. But this series now is pretty close to being finished. I think 2 more attempts should do it. But look at that. That one mistake has resulted in me finishing 5th, rather than being in the position of 2nd, attacking 1st. And I haven't skidded on that chicane, apart from that overtake. Never mind. These things happen. Worst things happen at sea. It's just a game. 5th it is. So that's 1 car down. I have moved it on quite a bit, but obviously the last race was very disappointing. Service the car. So that series is now up to 95%. So realistically, I've got in the WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. That's a tough circuit to come first on. And obviously the motorcycle course at Daytona is also a tough circuit to come first on with this car. So there's some improvement that needs to be had. And I was driving that car a lot better than the next one, which I'm really struggling with. But let's go again. Now what I'm going to do, because this is 1 lap, I'm going to give this a go again. And I think I said yesterday, I've got to be quite aggressive to have any chance of getting first. So let's give this a go. Bit of aggression coming in now. So this won't be clean. There's just no way through. The car's just too big. I'm only up to 7. I need to think of a strategy to get past those early cars. Don't lose it. I'm up into 5th. I'm not going to win this. I think I need to be 3rd at this point. Let's attack. Okay. So I'm 3rd, but if I was 3rd, I think I would be 2nd and right on the tail of 1st. I'm just not going to get 1st. I'm going to give that another go. So again, I've got 2nd. Going to give that another go. I'm going to do something a little bit crazy, which might end in disaster, but let's do it. Let's just do a retry. Right, I'm having a complete different rethink on this strategy. Oh, no. Ugh. I am struggling. Well, there we go. There we go. Get out of my way. Up to 4th. As I said, I want to be in 3rd. After these sets of corners, which means I've got to do an overtake. There we go. There we go. Maybe another one. Ah! Ah! Every time you slow this car down, it just hasn't got any grip. Quit. Not good at all today. Not good at all. Made some progress though there. It was interesting how that worked, so I'm going to give it another go. Come on. No, see again. No, wrong. Retry. This car's it's terrible to drive. I really don't like it. Every time. I mean, again, it's as I said, it is the best part of Real Racing 3. All the cars drive differently. Oh man, I've managed to sneak into 3rd there. This is a problem though. Keep on the track. That's it. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. An outside chance. Oh. Whoa, that's amazing. Again, it wasn't clean. It wasn't pretty. But there we go. First. Took long enough. Marciano says, Marciano Demidov says, anyone here? Just me. Just me. There's a few people watching. Welcome along. Thank you for joining. So a first, right. Ugh. What am I going to do next? I'm going to do the Suzuka circuit. Can I improve on this? Because I was terrible at this. The answer, of course, is no. So I'm going down the inside. Come on. There we go. Now over to the other side and down the inside again. Inside again. Round the outside this time because there just wasn't the opportunity. So I'm up until 9th. Now I can get 8th. I can get 7th. I can get 6th. Okay, some half decent driving there. 2 laps, 5 cars to overtake. Okay, 5th. I'm going to get him on the inside here. There we go. Same again. On his tail on one corner, then on the inside on the next. There we go. 3rd. That's better. There we go. 2nd. Wow. All of a sudden, I've woken up. There we go. 1st at last. Excellent. There we go. Massive improvement. Much better driving that time. Marciano is asking for how long within this game. I assume you mean playing it on and off for 10 years. In terms of streaming, I've probably only been doing it about, is it 6 weeks now? When was the first stream that I did? Let's have a look. I mean, the channel's been going for about since July, but I first started streaming. Let's have a look. So my first live stream was August the 13th. So there we go. So that's a first. I did well there, even if I do say so myself. Okie dokie. So I have still got a little bit of durability left to do another race. So as hard as it's been with this car, made some serious progress there. Eventually have got 2 firsts, taking it up to 90%. What shall I do next? Should I give... Shall I give that one or shall I do the long one? That's 5 laps. That's 6 laps. Let's do the 6 lap one. Let's stay away from the shorter tracks and I'll do that in another race. Marciano says they've been racing it for 10 years as well. Very good. I'm still not that good after all this time, but, you know, that's half the fun. Although it does depend on the car. This car I'm struggling with. But it is one of those cars that as soon as you slow down, it's got no downforce. And then you're off. Right, okay, I'm going to go round the outside, up into ninth, down to 11th, back up into ninth. Back down to 10th. Whoa, 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 whoa. Still struggling, but I'm up into 7th. It's not clean, it's not pretty. There we go. 6. I can't believe I'm 6. I don't need to overtake anymore, but if I get the opportunity, I will do. There we go. So 5th. So 4 cars to overtake, 5 laps to do it in. Just take your time. 1 per lap. But don't go too slow. At least not in the corners. There we go. Oh. Right, there we go. I've actually got 2 there. That's crazy. So I'm up into 3rd on the 2nd lap. So after this, I'll have 4 laps to hopefully overtake 2 cars, although it looks like 4th's coming back at me. Oh, they're both coming back at me. Yeah, and then they'll brake hard. See? Why am I so slower in the straights, but so much faster at braking, or such a late braker in the corners? Maybe I've already got damage to this car. That wouldn't surprise me. I've pretty much hit every other car on the circuit. Well, I am 3rd. It's only the end of lap 2. An outside chance of a victory. Although, to be fair, if I was first and 1,000 yards ahead, I think with this car, I'd say there was an outside chance of a victory. So I reckon I can overtake this guy. Yeah. And then I'll overtake him here, and then he'll come back at me down this straight. Yeah. Yeah, he's already catching. So I'm going to get me elbows out here, not let him overtake. Yeah, I've kept 2nd. Let's see if I can build up a bit of a gap and close the gap on 1st. It is a computer opponent, interestingly enough. There we go. Managed to catch 1st. So I'm not worried about overtaking them this lap, but just to set up of being close enough to overtake in this corner coming up. I'm going to go for it. Ooh, there we go. Right, now I've got to stay in the lead effectively for 3 laps. That's going to be hard work. As I said, even if I'm 1,000 yards ahead, it wouldn't be a guarantee first with my driving with this car. But I might be wrong. It might be the case of all my issues has been the fact there's other people on the track and I don't have the racing line. Whereas now I can get the racing line. But we'll see. Let's find out. Let's find out. Ooh. It's like the car hasn't got tyres, it's got ice skates. And the track is all icy. That's what it feels like. Around the corner, see, there you go, so much smoother when there's not a car in the way. So I'm now 300 yards ahead with 2 laps to go, including this one. I haven't got this in the bag. I'm not feeling particularly confident, but at least I'm in the lead. There we go. Still in the lead. 300 yards ahead. 1 lap after this one. You know, I might even win. I'm starting to believe I might. That almost lost it then. That was so close to sliding away. So final lap, it's showing as 450 yards ahead. Just got to keep it now. Oh, almost. Come on. Last bit. I'm still ahead. You're saying there's no sound? Can you not hear that? Can you hear me? I'm sure there's sound. Let me just have a quick look. They're not sound. No sound. Yeah, there's sound. Thank you. Very good. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for commenting there. Much appreciated. Somebody just trying to wind me up, which is fine. You can do that. Perfectly legitimate to do so. But yeah, there we go. So somehow I managed to win that one. This is definitely one of my least favorite cars to race, just because it's so hard in the slow corners. You literally lose the grip on it. But in the end, I've done okay there. I've effectively moved a second to first and then taken 2 additional races to first. So overall, I'm at 91%. So it's going to be a struggle, but I still think I can complete that series as well. Now, the benefit of getting this done, and maybe it's worth the effort, is because I will get 80 gold. It's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it, Dina. Welcome along, by the way. Thank you for joining. So get in there. So I reckon 3 attempts and maybe a little bit of effing and blinding while doing it will get me there. But there we go. So Morgan +6 up to 95%, McLaren MP4/4 up to 91%. Now, as I said, I won't be racing those cars tomorrow because tomorrow's stream will be an event. So the Aston Martin V12 Vantage Limited Series becomes available tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be doing that limited series at 1 p.m. UK time, and I reckon it can take up to 3 hours to complete that. So we'll see how we get on. Marciano says, well done. Thank you very much for that. It was more luck than talent and skill, I'm afraid, there, but I did get there. So there we go. So what I will be doing is the next set of racing with those two cars will be on Tuesday. So hopefully get the Morgan +6 to be very close to being 100%. And the McLaren MP4/4, maybe just move it on a little bit. I've effectively got, well, I'll say I've got three attempts. So my plan is to do a stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to complete these two series. But I can, if it takes me longer, I can do a fourth stream if required on Friday as well. But let's see how we get on. So that's those two cars done with. The next thing I'm going to have a go at, although I don't think I'm going to get anywhere. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that one first. I'm going to go into doing the IDR. So if I look at this, so this is the time trial competition. I'm at 15. I'm only 1.672 seconds from the next rank, which would be Group C. And that would be quite an achievement for me getting to Group C. That's normally as good as I can get. But 1.62 seconds, even though it sounds not a great deal on paper, it's a heck of a far away. What I find with this car is it's great at going around corners, not braking, but it just moves so fast. You end up just losing control of it. But let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. So there you are. I went straight off track. I always worry about turning too hard and skidding. But I've got a few attempts at this, so let's see how we get on. As this is a dead lap, I'm going to try a couple of things I wouldn't normally try. So I'm going to go through this area without braking. Yeah, no, not a chance. Now this area, I can do this next corner without braking. Let's give that a go now. There we go. But you see what I mean? 1.672 doesn't seem a great deal, but for me, it might as well be 10. It might as well be 0.001. Actually, no, it might as well be 10 seconds because I haven't improved at all there. But again, what I find is if you do these over and over again, all of a sudden you get into the zone and you click, and then you start making improvements. So I'm going to give it a go, give it a few goes, and see if I can improve. If I end up with D with this car, that's fine. But it's another car that I've actually got upgraded to a fully upgraded. I did struggle with the series, with the event, that was earlier on. So it's not surprising me completely that I'm only in D. I will get a few time trials out of this though. Might as well, as they're available. Let's give it another go. There we go, that's better. I'm still on a level with me, though, so I need to start pushing away. Nah. So probably that third braking area, I don't brake. So yet again, I'm behind my shadow in terms of the best lap that I've set. Although at least I haven't gone off track at this moment in time. And I did there. So I'm not improving here. So Alexander said he only brakes 3 times. Yeah, I would imagine that works for you, but I found it's just too fast for me round one of those chicanes. So I end up going off track. That's the problem I find. But let's give it another go. Let's see if we can improve. It's been a hard slog today. Let's give it another go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Please don't go off track. There we go. As I said, when you do it over and over again, all of a sudden it clicks. I've definitely braked more than 3 times, but that is an improvement. And at the moment, I'm over 2 seconds ahead. So that should put me into Group C. I'll take that. I'll take that. 2.5 seconds quicker that time. There we go. Group C. Allegedly, I'm in the top 5%. No. There we go. 4 seconds to Group B. Probably not going to get that, but I'm happy with that. Moving that into Group C, 25 gold. Although, again, this event is open for another 8 days. But yeah, Group C there. So that's good. Right, now let's move on to the time trial. Now, this car I can't stand as well. It's full of cars that I'm absolutely rubbish with today. The Lotus Evija. Frankly, it's got a fat rear and it loses it all the time in the corners. But it's a short track. Let's have a go. Let's see what we can do. Well, I don't know what's going on, but for some reason I'm actually up. I see, there you go. That's where I lose it. Right. I shall remember that for next time. I've got 2 more attempts after this. And I've lost it there as well. And there, yep. Right. So there are some serious braking that needs to be done on this particular track with this car. But that first part I was happy with. So let's see what we can do. I've got 2 attempts to try and improve. And again, I'm in D. But let's see how we get on. Final 2 attempts. There we go. So I'm up again. So the key is braking at this bit here where I end up losing it. There we go. I'm only 0.4 up though, so 0.5 up. And this is another area where I lose it. So again, brake hard, and I'm up again. Another area here. There we go. That's better. It's not brilliant. It's not pretty, but it is a big improvement. 3/4 of a second. Whew. So I did brake a little bit harder than normal just to sort of play safe and keep that gap. So I might have, yeah, probably not that much though. Might have a bit more in me. So I've got another go. So I might as well give it a go. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's see what the gap is to see. 0.853 seconds. Probably not. Probably not there, but we'll give it another go. And I'm just a little bit behind. There we go. That's better. And there we go. Final attempt, didn't quite make it. So there we go. So Alexander's put in the chat, there's a 50% discount on upgrades on this car. Indeed, indeed. Now, the only reason why I haven't done it is because I haven't got loads of gold at this moment in time. So basically, my strategy now is simply to harvest gold. So I've got plenty of gold ready for the next release. So I've purposely avoided doing any upgrades on any cars. But the crazy thing on this car is even with 50%, the engine, the final engine upgrade is still 200 gold. That's absolutely crazy. So I basically avoided doing this because effectively it's still very expensive, and I don't get a great deal of gold returned. In terms of, I think there's a total of an exclusive series and a normal series that I'd be able to get gold from. I think it only equated to, I can't remember now. I think it was less than 200 gold. So the first engine upgrade, I'd be down. So that's why I've not done it. But yes, I do. If you've got spare gold, then yes, doing the upgrade. So I suppose with that in mind, with this car not being fully upgraded and me being in that position in Group D's, not too bad. But I do feel there's an element of improvement still to be had. It's just a very hard car to drive, I find. But there we go. So that's that. Improved it somewhat. Still in D, but that's fine. I don't mind that. So I'm effectively in Group D for the weekly time trial and Group C for the time trial competition that's in this round. That's not too bad at all. So one more thing to do, and that is the online multiplayer event. Now, I've got 4, and the last time I raced this, I got beaten, and I think I dropped down from 6 gold to 4 gold. So I'm looking to see if I can get this back up to 6 gold at the very least. So we'll have a couple of races and see how we do. Again, this is a car that's available for discounted upgrades. Again, I'm not doing it simply because my strategy right now is to harvest gold ready for the beginning of the next release, which will be a week tomorrow. Look at that. There's a real chance I'm going to win this. Yes. Being a Lamborghini, another car I dislike driving. Why are Lamborghinis always so bad to drive? They slide all over the place. And look, I've been caught. That's not good. But I am first again. But I think it's going to be nip and tuck with this guy to the end of the race. Oh, and somebody's had a hissy fit and left the race. Now, he definitely went off track there. So I've got my first place back. So all of a sudden, I'm 200 yards ahead of second. But I've been in this position before with online racing. And I've seen it happen a couple of times where you go, well, I won that easily. And then when they do the assessment, I've finished second. So I still need to push, I think, just to make absolutely certain that I win. Somebody else has had a hissy fit and left. Either that or they've got very poor internet access. So I'm now 300 yards ahead. This looks like being a victory. I've just got to decide whether I go again or not. And I haven't decided that yet. Now we've just got to wait half an hour for everybody else to finish and them to determine the positions. There we go. 110. So if this has put me up to 6 gold, I'm going to leave it there. If it's at 5, I'll have another go. It's at 6. There we go. So I'm happy with that. With a car that I haven't got fully upgraded, I'm going to leave that there. So, what does that mean to my strategy? So, this is effectively for me day 8 in terms of accruing gold. I literally went down to 0 or last Sunday, and I've been aiming to hit 70 gold a day. So, this being day 8, 8 times 70 would be 560, and I'm sitting pretty at 576 gold at this moment in time. So tomorrow's stream will be the limited series event. Apparently, there's 30 gold available there and over 5,000 VP. If I go into the rewards that are coming up, I've got next 60 gold reward. So there's an opportunity tomorrow to earn at least 90 gold, and therefore keep me on track for the 70 gold a day target. And if I keep up with that, that will mean come the next release, I'll have 1,120 gold, which I think will be needed because I've no doubt that the first event in the next release will be some form of big supercar that will have very expensive upgrades if you want to compete and win that car. But only time will tell. We won't know until next week. So that's my strategy. As I said, there will be a live stream tomorrow. Let me just drop the game and also the audio of the game. There we go. So there will be a live stream tomorrow. That live stream will be at 1 p.m. and I'll be attempting to complete the limited series. With it being a limited series, it's going to be at the very least 2 hours, and I suspect it will be closer to a 3-hour stream. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. All that it remains for me to say is to wish you all, in terms of the day that's left, a very good one, and to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for putting the comments into the chat. I hope you enjoyed me struggling driving today. These cars are among the worst in terms of downforce, but it's always a good way of learning and improving. So, with that being said, all it remains for me to do is obviously hope to see you all tomorrow for the live stream tomorrow, and to say thank you and goodbye.